final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Come on, D. Switch. 6-6. Pull it high.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Mike 29. It's our time. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got three down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They'll run on first down. Muhammad, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, wide 8.
43. Double dog. That's the way.
Check 4. Raider 1.
Alert 3. Check 37.
1. Raider 1.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. Stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 14 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I don't think you got it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's get off the field.
Now.
Clock now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First down, Denver.
Go now. 30 base.
Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Get it.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 35 on second down. Lock under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Hey, Haywood.
On third and long, it's Lock. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
A gain of 22 yards.
We go. 60 on.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 7, Broncos nothing.
Ready, set.
No, check. He's right.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Jump pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. Shoot.
Throwing on first down is Lock. And his throw here is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They look to throw. It's Lock. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 29.
Go.
Lock now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
29. Tackles.
Hey, Alpha.
90 is a mic. Raider 2.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got his man. It's Williams. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Down. You want it, eh? These traps. Let's go. Raider 9.
Hey, Foxtrot.
90 is a mic. Pick me up. Here we go. 90 is a mic. Cut. Deuce right, Chief. Check.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now on 2nd and 13. Locke, this is the tight end fan. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Carr, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Express. Motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Watch the shield.
Here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check safety, check safety.
A big play that time for the Raiders. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Running it, Washington. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
You're mine.
Here's Muhammad. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Later one. Hey. Mike's 43.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Lock in the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Lindsey, and they're able to bring him down at the 20.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Set up. 60 or.
Go, go, go.
Hey, Delta.
29 Mike 29. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
On first down, Locke. This is caught by Robinson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check out.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he has an elite defender on him because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
43 is the man. Orbit. Check, 43. Focus, defense, focus. 43 is the mic. Watch the run.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
30 base.
Check in. Squeeze, double.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and some room to maneuver. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. Dancing to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Hey, let's get them home.
Easy, kill. Hey, high 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo!
43's the mic. Watch the run.
Again, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Not today.
Get it.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this